Today, the Sabyasachi brand carries a valuation of roughly $100 million. The label operates massive flagship stores across Indian metros and maintains a permanent retail presence in global capitals like New York City. Within India, he holds an iron grip on the luxury bridal market. For families with significant wealth, his heavy, traditional jewelry and hand-worked attire serve as the ultimate domestic status symbol. But the industry of 1999 looked unrecognizable compared to today. Emerging designers were largely focused on mimicking slick Western runway aesthetics to prove they could compete with European luxury houses. Sabyasachi Mukherjee entered this landscape as a recent NIFT graduate with a starting capital of just 20,000 rupees, roughly $240 at the time. He grew up in Kolkata during a period of financial hardship following his father's job loss. This background anchored his worldview in the raw, layered history of his home city, rather than the aspirational glitz of global fashion. While his peers looked outward to define the future of Indian fashion, he built a global empire by looking backward, transforming the rustic textures of old-world charm into a premium currency. To differentiate his label, Mukherjee intentionally rejected the sterile, flawless finish of Western design in favor of the weight and texture found in traditional Indian craft. He moved away from factory-grade synthetics, seeking out local weavers to produce raw textiles like khadi on traditional wooden handlooms. He integrated ancient artisanal methods like intricate kantha stitching and hand block printing techniques, positioning techniques that were previously viewed as dated as the foundation of a modern, cool aesthetic. This approach led to a design philosophy he calls personalized imperfection. He prioritizes the grit and lived history of a historical garment over the polished sheen of a modern assembly line. This is visible in the archetype of the Sabyasachi bride. His models often bypass glossy, ultra-polished looks, appearing instead with dark, smudged kajal, woven hair gajras, and oxidized, vintage-styled jewelry. By focusing on these sensory, historical cues, the brand engineered a way to sell the visceral, emotional vibe of royal Indian nostalgia. While the product remains rooted in ancient traditions, the brand's distribution strategy shifted toward ruthlessly modern digital systems. Mukherjee saw that consumers had grown indifferent to traditional celebrity advertising, where a star is simply pasted onto a sterile highway billboard. He chose to infiltrate real cultural moments. When Bollywood stars like Anushka Sharma wore his designs for their actual weddings, the resulting photography functioned as an organic, nationwide lookbook. A celebrity event triggers mass public interest, which is funneled into an Instagram-first collection drop, creating intense waitlist scarcity. By releasing exclusively on Instagram before reaching stores, the brand manufactures urgency. Buyers compete for limited stock, driving peak demand before clothes touch a hanger. This digital layer successfully transforms a piece of traditional clothing into a high-yield social investment that clients feel a desperate need to secure. Sabyasachi's rise demonstrates that a specific, local heritage can generate massive global revenue without needing to be westernized or diluted. This aesthetic eventually crossed into the Western mainstream through collaborations with retailers like H&M, putting the signature Bengal tiger motif on fast fashion racks globally. In an industry where many designers face bankruptcy by endlessly chasing external trends, Mukherjee found success by doing the opposite. The brand's growth suggests that a specific, uncompromising origin story is often a creator's most valuable economic asset. By anchoring his label in cultural pride and modern digital systems, he created a model for what a heritage empire looks like in the 21st century.